Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Hylics 2, where today we are going to proceed north to view X's edifice and try to figure out some way to get inside. I'm assuming the big castle-y thing is the edifice. We just gotta figure out a way past the massive wall, I guess. It kind of seems like, hold on a second, okay, maybe I'm wrong. I was going to say, it kind of seems like you get a considerable amount of coyote time if you roll off of a platform, so it might be a good idea to dodge roll off of things before jumping, but I guess maybe not. Alright, where exactly might we have missed? Did we go here? Yeah, we were totally here. This is... right? I have a remarkable ability to forget things. It's borderline superpower. So, we're gonna have to fiddle around a little bit here. Fumble around. Okay, we have certainly been here. This is the big castle thing. It does not quite look on the world map the way I imagine it looking from the bit of this that we're able to see. Okay, and I feel semi-confident that there is not... whatever it is we're supposed to be doing, we're not supposed to be doing it by just running at the wall here. Maybe there's a way that we can enter this from another angle? Or maybe there is something somewhere else that we are supposed to be doing. We are not supposed to jump off of this thing and just head south again. That's pretty clear. Right, it does seem like you get a little bit of fall time before you have to jump, if you do the roll off of the ledge. I mean, I guess let's look around some more on this landmass. Maybe I've missed something. There is an awful lot of space over here. Also, there's all this ocean. You know, that's a thing. Alright, let's see if we can... There are these things, which is, I imagine, these are places where you land your airship. Well, it looks like maybe there's not a lot else going on here. I'm glad we have an objective indicator. I'm glad the game just tells us straight up what we're supposed to be doing next, because I would be inclined to leave this landmass and go look for something else. Have we tried walking into the water here? Okay, it's a shallow pool, but it doesn't look like there's anything of value to do in it. Maybe I am just missing something here on this map. It doesn't really seem like there's anything else for us to do on this landmass. I guess let's re-explore. I felt like I was fairly thorough with the walls, but who knows? Maybe I missed something. Maybe I missed something really embarrassingly obvious. Well, we certainly didn't come over here. Probably the coins will show us the way to go. Yeah, this is definitely this is definitely something I did not see before. Well, embarrassing here. Let's go down before we go right. Okay. Hey there, little red dudes. Are you enemies or... Yep. Our foes have assembled, and I didn't even open combat with a slap. What am I doing over here? Let us... Do we have any big area attacks here? Does lightning hit a single target? No, yeah, lightning is a single target. Well, in that case, let's just snap on them a little bit. Here, we'll... Oh, hey, we can actually see their max HP. Did I do something for that to be the case? Again, somehow I've completely forgotten everything that happened last episode. My dude, you need to heal. Let's do that Poromer Bleb on yourself. It's a little weird. You always have to press up or down, it seems like, to cycle through targets in combat, even if you're cycling horizontally. Right, like, I'm pressing left right now and it's doing nothing, but if I press up, it does that thing. Seems a little strange. Alright, we should be able to knock out that thing, and then I think 17 flesh is enough to still be a threat here. Oh, he's become angry. Never mind. Never mind that thing I was just saying. Do I think Wayne could just handle it from here? Feels like maybe I ought to do something. Do we have... How many items do we have that restore people? I know we definitely picked up something, right? Yeah, the soul sponge. It doesn't exactly say, like... I wish this was a little bit more explicit. Revive a dead ally with how much health would be a nice thing to know. Let's find out. Okay, it takes them to 50%. Well, now we know for future sponging. Alright. Bones, meat, antenna. What does 3 antenna do? Boy, these loading screens are weirdly long. Antenna. Give antennas to increase charge's potency at the top of a massive monitor. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so apparently they're things we're just gonna hold on to. Alright, I should probably have, Alright, so 12 and 29. Okay, it's a fair amount of flesh recovery. Each insect that you slap. That's probably just a trampoline in the middle of the spiral staircase there that we could use to get back up. Boy, this is a whole huge area that I missed. Alright, how are we doing on stuff now? We could slap one more bug. Can I use this canoe? Need a paddle. Okay, that makes sense. Listen, we got 4 hands. I imagine if we just sort of like jam them all together, it's about the surface area of a paddle, right? It's going to take some coordination, obviously. Data Smoln, how's it going? Wayne, I'm infiltrating the fortress. My research suggests that an intact cabinet lies within its walls. Oh, our task has likewise brought us to this place. We'll combine forces, I've unilaterally decided. Excellent. A canal leads under the fortress walls. Take this paddle and use the canoe. Okay, cool. And, of course, our good old friend Dietasmoln. We found meat. And Dietasmoln, I guess, brought a massive circus tent to live in during his operation. Alright, free cupcakes. Apparently this is not actually anything. It looks real suspicious. Alright, so we have the paddle for the canoe. Let's look around over here first. Is there anything else in this area that we might want to mess with? We didn't actually go right, so let's do that. Right, this is where the branch was? Yeah. What is up here? Oh! Hey, that's probably a pretty good thing for us to interact with. And what are you? Are you an interactable? Nope. Nope, just art. You know, just the kind of art you often see out in the world next to the afterlife fountain. We definitely have meat to go put in the meat machine. I wonder... The massive monitor isn't here, is it? I'll get clean. You... Take all of this. Did that increase our current flesh? No, just our maximum flesh. Does the bathtub refill us? Can't even open up the menu. There we go. Okay, yes it does. What a weird decision. Like, first of all, the decision to make increasing your max health not increase your current health seems pretty strange. But then on top of that, to have it be that way, and then in the afterlife, place the objects such that you get to the bathtub before you get to the meat machine, it just seems like a super weird decision. If you just reversed the floors those were on, they would function so much more intuitively. Alright, let's see what's up at the top of these stairs now. Oh, let's see if I can ever... There we go. Stop being so horrifically clumsy. Why, it's a banana. A single banana. I mean, listen, I'll take it. I'm not trash-talking the banana. Well, no, I am absolutely trash-talking the banana. Okay, this is interesting. what lies down here? Also, is there a reason to jump onto that platform? Kind of doesn't look like it, right? Let's check this out. What are we looking at here? I do think this effect is super cool. It's some kind of place. We are certainly somewhere. Alright, so this hole has a very conspicuous circle of spikes around it. Is it just going to be infinite holes? Yep, the space is looping. You can see our allies suddenly came back to us from the top of the screen. What a weird thing. I guess let's just step into one. We have no way of knowing. Yeah. Huh. That feels like it's got to be significant, but I know not what to do with it yet, so I guess let's just use boat. Use boat on self. Alright. We've managed to find our way underneath Vux's edifice. Can we free the prisoners? Well, the door that presumably opens up the button that would allow us to do that is locked, and I tried to jump over the enemies instead of just slapping them, which is what I probably should have done. Boy, I have no idea what to expect from almost any of the enemies in this game still. I guess let's just punch guys, like, a lot. It would be nice if we could bring these dudes down in 2 instead of 3. Alright, well, we can at least get rid of the Silent Vog before it does whatever it's charging up for. And then, Pangorma, do you have any, like, crowd control? Not really, huh? Well, then punch him, I guess. Feels like it's probably a pretty good idea to get rid of the guy who's all charged up. This might be a situation where, like, a big spellcast makes sense. Maybe I should have used lightning, actually. Yeah, it doesn't feel like our spells have a lot of use here. Like, applying status effects on an enemy that's going to die as quickly as these guys probably are doesn't seem great. Although, now that we know that dude has a considerable heal, suddenly applying fire to him doesn't seem so bad. Heals ally and applies foamed. Oh, interesting. And then, of course, you got your basics. Here, I'll have Deedus Molten Soul Crisp this guy. Just to prevent any more healing shenanigans. It turns out they figured out a good reason. And then we got 3 turns in a row, and it turns out it wouldn't have mattered either way. Ooh. That's a pretty fancy gesture. I think we are, once again, just gonna mash snap here. A stem cell, some meat, cookie, antenna, okay. A little bit of money. It is a shame that meat seems to drop less from each combat than it did in the first game, and also it's less effective here. It's only giving 1 health each instead of 2. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to do a lot of fighting if we want to get good at combat, but also, it does seem like combat might be more avoidable in this game, with the rolling and everything. I'm going to slap this insect. Oh no! I slapped the enemy, apparently. I was trying to slap the insect. Okay, well, that gave us a will bonus. I don't know that I think that's necessarily terribly useful. 175% of your basic attack damage is maybe going to be lethal. It's going to be close, right? So usually it's for a little bit over half of these guys. No, we usually hit for way under half because we have to hit 3 times. That's right. Well then, never mind. It's probably not worth spending the extra turn for. Let's just knock some of these dudes out. Oh no, for these little guys we are over half. These guys we only have to attack twice. So 175% of 22. Ow. Who gave that dude a knife? And also, how does he wield it? How does my dude even apply that knife to his opponents? I feel like we are not getting as many turns as I would like here. Alright, feels like there's not a lot of sense in trying to rescue Detus Mullen at the moment. I'm kind of curious, if somebody ends combat in the defeated state, and then we go and we slap a bug somewhere, do they get brought back by the health? This is a thing that I think is worth testing. You know, because this game's going to be so difficult that we're really going to need to stretch every last little bit of our resources. 1. Okay. So, right now... Okay, Pangorma just got brought back to life anyway. You always come back to life at the end of combat. Good to know. Where did that other... Okay, I think the other enemy, which I did not mean to run into, by the way, that was clumsiness. I think the other enemy just reset to its pre-combat position. Well, we do have Porimer Bleb, of course. Do we have any healing items that heal everybody? I don't think so. Okay, let's do a little bit of Bleb. Let's just Bleb everyone. We don't have a lot of other uses for our will, so I don't feel too bad about the expenditure here. I imagine at some point we'll pick up some more exciting gestures. Ooh, what was that? I've become vulnerable. I don't like that. We don't have a gesture that clears status effects. Do we have anything that fixes vulnerable? Yeah, I didn't think so. Stem cell? We'll just heal you up and then have you regenerate off all the extra damage you take from being vulnerable. That's my big plan, and then we probably ought to actually kill some dudes. Pangorma... 175% of 22 is going to be... Well, we're missing a quarter, so it's going to take like 6 damage off of double, so it's probably going to be just short of killing that guy. It's going to do like 38 damage. So, no, it doesn't make sense to do it. If it would have brought him down in a single hit, I think it probably would have been worth just spending 2 turns to do it, just to get the guy off the table 1 turn earlier so he's not dealing damage. Okay, lots of defending and charging and whatnot. Detus Mullen, break the defense. So your attack is kind of garbage anyway, so it doesn't hurt that much to lose it. This is not going to be lethal. They're doing a lot of charging, but not a lot of like doing stuff with the having charged. Soul Crisper? We can be pretty aggressive with our gestures, since slapping enemies gives us back will, it seems like. Just gotta make sure that we're entering combat with the slap. I actually like the design of this system. Ooh, that's fancy looking. Okay, it seems like a lot of damage. Leaking and vulnerable and just a bad time all around. I like the design of this system because they give you a good way of... Do I want to fix leak? I probably want to fix leak. Here, eat a cookie real quick. They give you an incentive to try to avoid combat, but if you try to avoid combat and you fail, you're just going to enter combat without having gotten the slap bonus. So like there's an actual cost to attempting and failing the thing. All right, this should do it. Turns out once it's 1v3, it's pretty straightforward. It does feel like skipping combat would be unwise though, right? Because I have to imagine you're going to want all of the extra max HP from the meat. Then again, I suppose you didn't really in the first game. The only fight during which you really needed to make sure you had a lot of HP was a fight where you get a huge amount of meat for free right before it. Hooah! Did I get it? I didn't get it. I waited too long, he got too close. Alright, do we know the approximate health level of an Ectralan? I think this is the first one of these we've fought. Let's gesture wildly at him. I don't know, man. It really does feel like just punch dudes is probably the right play most of the time. Alright, let's hit this and see what it's like. Okay, dude has a lot of health and also has sleep spores. Interesting that he sleeps his allies when he does that. I guess the smart thing to do right now would be to wake somebody up. Do we have a thing that removes sleeping? I mean, I could probably punch them. Maybe I just, maybe I just cookie Wayne? Let's get rid of the poison and then we'll figure things out from there. Okay. I'm gonna have Dietismolm go for the lightning. Oh no, wait, sorry, it's Pungorma. Pungorma's the one who has lightning. Then, boy, I don't know what I want to do with you. I want to eat a cookie. This is our last cookie. Maybe not the right move. And we'll just start working on one of the other ones, I guess? So I really want to wait until we have, Dietismolm again. We want to take this thing down in as few hits as possible, right? Okay, the lightning animation's pretty cool. So he'll re-sleep those guys. He slept himself and then just woke up from it immediately. That was that was his brilliant plan. Alright. There we go. Now that nonsense is over. Oh my god, you hit so gently, so softly. It's less of a hit and more of a caress. Alright, we'll just dash through this guy's health pool. And I suspect that we will not maintain the poison status out of combat. I'm hoping we can just, you know, avoid having to actually spend items to fix it here. But, you know, even if we do and we end up dying, it's not like we're going to go back very far. Yeah, it doesn't appear that we maintain any consequences. Don't really know where we're going, but I suspect there will be more coins for those who follow the wall. What is that? I wish I was paying more attention to the amount of money we had. I don't know if we just got a bunch of money or if that was some other kind of thing. No, it doesn't look like... I guess I'm gonna assume it was just a big money drop. Alright, we'll just slap ourselves a couple of insects and then figure out how to get inside. Alright, so that step seems pretty much done. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Knew there had to be a bunch of them around here somewhere. Alright, how are we feeling? Mostly pretty good. We could probably do with one or two more. Oh, wait, can I not actually get over there? Oh, alright. I thought we had gotten invisible walled. Okay, we are definitely not going to deal with you. What is this, though? It's just a juice receptacle. Looking the way juice receptacles so often do. What an extremely normal receptacle for all of this juice. Okay, now we're probably at full, right? Yeah. I like the bug slapping. It's a good incentive to continue exploring. It makes post-combat not like a tedious ritual of just like, okay, let's go into our inventory and eat all of our cookies, and then... You know, that could be a real bummer, man. If you go and you make the non-optimal, or if you go and you make the optimal way to play your game kind of tedious and annoying, players will just play that way because it's optimal, and they'll be annoyed by tedium. So you really kind of have to Am we going to be able to jump to that? I don't think I am. Oh, actually, we're not that far below it. If I could maybe jump from this ridge. Oh, I missed. I mean, it's a single dollar. I guess I don't need to stress too much about it, but it also could be an indication of a secret door, right? Why just put $1 right there? What a super weird thing to do. Damn it, that's just the wall. Again, really, perspective is a huge pain. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to stress about it too much. We'll worry about the singular dollar later. Let's go in the door. Wait a minute. Before we go in any doors, this is totally climbable. Okay, lots of little enemies. I will slap them. I will slap them. I feel like we had a really easy time accidentally slapping that group of enemies the once, and now I just cannot seem to do it on purpose. I really, really wish we had any kind of area damage at all. I guess just smash, where you take a bunch of damage while there are still full enemies. Alright, it would be really cool if we could get rid of this dude before he does whatever it is that he wants to charge up for. Honestly, it might not be anything. It might not be anything at all. The charging might just be a thing he does to appear scary. Sort of a psychological tanking move. He doesn't force you to attack him, he convinces you. It's like a con man. Alright, Pangorma plus Wayne kills these guys real fast. That's a brutal animation. Just absolutely savage. I'm assuming, you know, eventually I'll get a sense of how far our slap actually reaches so that we can open combat with a little bit of an advantage. It's not like we're having a hard time without it, though. At some point we'll go inside the edifice, don't worry. We will get to the fireworks factory, and I'm sure the fireworks will be beautiful and supremely weird. But first, all these coins. You remember that thing I was saying a minute ago about what if the optimal way to play your game is a little bit tedious and boring? Okay, so we're above. I tried. You saw me try. It did not work. Well, we're actually pretty low on health. This is a danger. Maybe it'll round up in a fun way. Nope, 38 damage, just like the math indicated. Alright, I'm gonna eat a banana real quick. Banana deployed. I bet doing some of these animations was a good time. Well, the good news is, Ditas Molin's weak attack is still totally sufficient for this purpose. Also, Ditas Molin can certainly just stand there and take a hit on everyone else's behalf. Oh no, the pool man! Wait, we were given... Shoot. We were given some advice about the pool man. He's weak to fire, maybe? Let's see. Let's try to set him on fire. Maybe it's not as simple as, like, he's weak to fire. Maybe the fire prevents him from duplicating or something. I mean, you do a little soul crisping as well, why don't you? I would swear that at some point we were told something about one of these guys. Okay, Lambaste doesn't really seem to be all that dangerous. Remarkably, I think we're going to survive this combat. I am super bummed out that we didn't get the slap, though. I wonder if we get extra loot from the duplicated poolman. You found 2 pool wine. So they don't drop meat, because obviously if they dropped meat, then it would be a really good idea to just keep them engaged in combat and farm them. So what is the pool wine? What are they made of is the question of the day. And the answer is... the residue of a pool man. Grants mania status to the target, briefly increasing power and max will, but side effects follow. It's basically soy sauce. Okay, this is interesting. At some point we'll go inside, probably. Okay, a door which we do not have a key for. I was not confident that I would be able to get the slap off. But now I am. We got him. We got him right where we want him. Slap granted will bonus. How much will bonus? Okay, considerable. Right, I think Dietismoln was at 10, so that's pretty good. Pangorma is our most valuable attacker, but also is in pretty bad health. I think we have Pangorma attack, and then we'll have Wayne heal. Because Wayne's not going to be able to do enough damage to kill one of these things anyway. Hand Pangorma one of these delicious bananas we're always finding. Banana deployed. Dietismoln, sure. We can get this guy below the threshold where Pangorma will be able to finish him off. Oh, unless he heals himself and gives himself a powerful regenerating effect. Well, even so, I bet we'll be fine. It's just Pangorma plus Wayne will get the job done. Oh, he regenerated... So wait, does regeneration kick in... I assumed it wouldn't do anything until his next actual turn. But it seems to have healed him even when it wasn't his turn. Okay, so this is a nightmare. I guess we gotta set them all on fire? I mean, it does blunt the effects of healing. You know, honestly, at this point, I'm gonna just fold. At this point, we're more likely to die than not. I think let's just roll out here, apply our meats, and then we're not too far from the fountain. It is definitely a less good death animation. I think there's something here. There's sort of a Jaws effect going on, where just like I kind of liked it better when it looked a little bit more ambiguous and crummy. The lo-fi graphics let you sort of let you imagine a little bit more than you're getting to do here. So hold on, we're gonna do this the smart way. Turn in the meat. 20 flesh for everybody seems pretty damn significant, and then we bath. Because that's how verbs are conjugated. Okay. It's worth taking the moment to reset ourselves. Back to Vux's edifice. Into the meat smoothie. Alright, we're going to go back out here and we're going to actualize the beast on these dudes a little bit. Or, alternately, we're going to avoid them. I guess that's an option. The combat is certainly not the most fun part of the game. Wait, no, we want to go down. Here we go. Oops, I overshot the beach a tiny little bit. We're good. I don't need to run around slapping insects, right? Yeah. Okay, it should only take us a minute to run back to where we were. Especially since enemies do not respawn. Which is a thing I appreciate a lot, actually, about this this whole experience. So we ran up here, ran inside. No, we did not run inside. Sorry, we were up above. Wait a second. But there's a... Oh, I thought it was a TV. It's actually an arcade machine. Everybody knows you can't learn gestures from an arcade game. What a ridiculous notion. The idea that video games could teach you how to do violence. Who would ever believe such an intensely stupid thing? I ask you. We're just gonna route around that dude. I assume that actual individual enemy encounters do not remember the damage you've done to them. Okay, he does aim a little bit. I was trying to see if we just walked off of his patrol path, if he would walk right past us. But no, clearly it does not work like that. Pongorma, blow somebody up. Yeah, let's just start some fires. That's probably what this area is supposed to teach us. Enemies have powerful healing. The same powerful healing you have access to, so you gotta use a little bit of finesse sometimes. I find the telescoping lashes very unpleasant to look at. Okay, so it looks like it cut the effectiveness of the healing in half, which is still... it's still pretty bad news. This guy is very vulnerable, though. I do not have a good sense of when the burning effect is going to apply. He'll probably die on his own. I would hate to feel like I'm wasting an attack. I'm gonna let him burn out because he's real low on health. Maybe it happens only during his own turn. There it goes. That might have been his turn. It's hard to know which one of the Silent Vogs cast on us right before that happened. I'm going to assume it was the one who then burned down. And then we're gonna really lay into the sleep guy. Do I not? Oh, I don't have enough will. Then we're going to really lay into the sleep guy in the old-fashioned way, I guess. And he'll just sleep the other dude, so... do we want to do something fancy? I mean, we could... yeah, I'll put the Soul Crisper on him, so at least he'll slowly burn to death. Even if he does manage to re-sleep me. And I was about to say, if he hits anyone but Wayne, we're not in any trouble at all, so that sure would have been a nice way for that to go. We're out of cookies, huh? Well, I could just eat a banana. It's fine. We find bananas all over the place. It turns out they're just laying on the ground. Alright, please wake somebody else up. There we go. And that fire didn't actually end up burning for that much damage. It was good enough, I suppose. And at this point, let's just race to the end of the fight. Oh, that guy was... he was ready. The moment he was awake, he was on top of things. That's very difficult for me to imagine. The way I work. I need to wake up, then I need to like spend an hour looking at my phone and crying in bed, and then maybe I'd be ready to do a melee attack. Maybe. Okay, I guess this has got to be significant, right? Found our way all the way up here. I do not like the face-like suggestion of the surface that this doorway was built into. Okay, yeah, this was a good place to come to. This is where all the cool stuff is. We found the Royal Vault. We also found... okay, we're gonna interact with that in just a moment. Okay, apparently this is a fake path over here. Yeah, this seems like a thing that might kill us. That's my guess. Well, nothing for it. How are we all feeling? Okay, we're basically full. You might just be an enemy. Nope, you are a talkable. I am Vux. I presume you intend to seize my guests. I actually don't know why we're here, to be perfectly honest with you. Odozir granted me the strength to oppose such meddling. Nothing will prevent Hylum Xylum. Anticipate your demise. Alright, this right here. This is where we need to actualize the beast. So... I wonder if this is one of those things where he's just going to spawn infinite reinforcements, because it would seem to me that the smart thing to do here is to remove the reinforcements before engaging in actual combat. Especially since between the three of them, they're going to be representing a lot of damage here. I wish we had better crowd control. You know what? I'm gonna throw up some foam armor on Pangorma. Pangorma could use the toughness, and also, obviously, is a pretty significant damage dealer. Wow, that is a lot of max HP, actually. Oh no, I'm leaking. All of my gross Wayne fluids are just going all over the place. Alright, sorry about this, Wayne. Not going to fix the leak. So yeah, we did just take damage when it was Wayne's turn. Not hugely surprising. That's a pretty standard way for these things to work. Do I have anything that will restore... Okay, a burrito will give us back some will. The dubious berry would give us will. Juice is probably the right way to go. Yeah. Alright, Ditas Mulm, drink some juice. Since Wayne plus Pangorma is a kill on the little guys, it does feel a little bit like a little bit of a waste to even have Ditas Mulm attack them. That's not going to change the number of critical strikes. The critical number of strikes. Should be a little bit more careful. Ditas Mulm, give me... Probably just like a... No, a cupcake would be fine. I wonder how long that leaking is going to last. I kind of assumed that it would wear off quickly. It seems like maybe not a safe assumption. So we don't have any items that cure leaking anymore, do we? The cookies did. I suppose a stem cell could just offset it. We will leak, but also we will regenerate, and we just hope that it at least cancels out. And I presume you can't be leaking any harder than you already are, hopefully. Let's start a fire. Let's get a little bit of damage over time going. Do we get to see your HP? Okay, 180. 180 is doable. And the leaking does eventually end naturally. But boy, it takes a minute, huh? Gesture. I'm gonna pour him Merbleb. Okay, he seems very focused on whoever is leaking, which is good news for us. His targeting seems manipulable. He's trying to finish the job. The regeneration doesn't really seem to be... It's not as powerful as I would like. Oh no! He has his own cookies! How dare he! That's like a full round of melee damage for us. Okay. That's nice. It was nice of him to do a thing that couldn't possibly have any value. You know, it's so easy to just walk over to Vuax and snap him up. I'm kind of surprised nobody else did it before we got here. Found a jail key and a muscle applique, which is a permanent muscle boost, a permanent might boost. So that's a pretty happy thing to find. I'm pretty happy that that's a thing that we found. What a happy circumstance. Okay, so that apparently was the actual intended path. And the front door of the place would have... who knows? Who knows what it would have done? I guess we're going to go back there and find out. Yeah, I do not like how much that looks like a face. Can we get in here? No, that still needs a different key. Sure, you have a key already, but what if you had a different key? That seems like very... Nope. I pressed the wrong button, in case you were wondering. That was supposed to be a roll, not a dash. It's fine. It's fixable. Let's go straight into this thing. Okay. So hold on. There's another one of these big coins here. We can make its usage a little bit more certain. So first of all, more cookies. Okay, we are currently at 354 bones. Okay, it's a 10. We found a dime. That's the wrong button as well. Listen, there's 3 entire buttons. Who could possibly keep them all straight? Okay, we don't need to slap any more bugs. So what is in here? What would we have seen if we had walked in here first? Aside from these busted arcade machines. That looks a little bit like a tiny Starship Enterprise. I mean, obviously one that's seen better days. It turns out not to be interactable. There is a key in there. Can I go get these? Maybe that's the tower key? Alright, let's follow this tube. I mean, that's gotta be something, right? Can I... No, this is a wall, not a gap. I don't really want to interact with that thing. Huh. Okay, so it was just a shortcut, basically. Interesting. What a weird little area. I'm trying to make sure we're not, like, missing any secret treasures or anything. I do love a good soul sponge. Whoosh! Look at that. Cannot be stopped. Cannot be caught. Presumably it is still chasing us. I should probably make sure to stay on mission here. Or, whoosh, maybe we don't need to stay on mission. So our incredible evasive skills. This right here, this is all the dead cells. I'm playing so much dead cells. It's basically undefeatable in an action game sort of context. And what is Hylics 2 if not a premier AAA action game? And then he just, you know, I let him catch me. And then I let him catch me because I didn't want them to feel bad is the thing. I'm a merciful ruler. I'm assuming I'm the king. I killed Vux and he was the king, so now I'm the king. Right? That's how that works? Warpo. Alright, we don't really know what the deal is with Warpo. My Setics don't seem to be particularly interesting or difficult, so I think I'm just going to ignore that and we'll kill this guy real quick. Oh, self-destruct. That is a large amount of damage. Okay, now we know their deal. I wonder if that's triggered by it getting a turn while it's at low health, or if it's just like, if the Warpo survives for 3 turns, it blows up. It's a thing that I guess we will have to learn through trial and error here. That is a pretty scary thing to be chasing you around in the darkness underneath a spooky castle. Also, I don't like the way Wayne's melted face just stays on the screen. I guess more incentive not to let him die horribly during combat. But now that we're not being chased, even more reason to just explore a little bit. Okay, we've seen this area already. You know, it's entirely possible that once I step on this button, the lights will turn on, so maybe I should just follow the pipe and worry about exploration later. But I'd hate to miss another soul sponge, you know? Oh, this isn't a button at all. It's an arcade machine. Oh, dude, serious Panic on Funkatron vibes here. Do I have a double jump? Oh, I do have a double jump. Do my normal attack buttons? Yeah, look at that. Okay. Z doesn't do anything. How would I access this coin? Okay, I can't drop back down through these, so I guess that coin is lost to us. We checkpointed? I wonder why it says that. It seems like double jump resets when you touch the ground. Maybe you can sometimes jump again in the air. Air dash grants invisibility. Hold the slap button for a charge shot. Oh. Very fancy. So I'm assuming we have to, like, win the game, right? That's the goal here, is win the game to open up the ability to get that key. Okay, as soon as they die, they respawn, so we really want to let them go past. Oh, touching thing is bad. You know, in old school video games, every enemy is coated with the deadly neurotoxin. It's just the way of things. Alright, do I think there's any reason for us to go left? So we could jump over this, I guess. There's clearly something going on over there. I really like the music. Jump. Are we even getting higher? I guess I'm supposed to go left, not upward. Alright, let's wait for those waves to pass again. Oh, I did it real bad. Just like a tremendously bad, actually. Okay. Well, maybe we don't go that way then. What if we just ignore all that stuff and we try this? Okay, these guys do not care for my nonsense. Ah, got stuck in the corner. There we go. So, is the currency I'm collecting in here gonna translate to currency in the out-of-game world? Because that's not, in my experience, generally how arcade machines work. Oh, right, there's like missiles just coming down out of the sky at us. I should probably be paying a little bit more attention to that. Ah, doesn't charge up fast enough. We can create enough of a window here if I'm just not clumsy with the jumping. There we go. Come on, this thing. Does a charge shot take it out any faster? Apparently I have to be a little bit closer. Yeah, I really, really like the music in this part. No, a charge shot does actually a pretty poor job. So I mean that burrito down there's got to be significant, right? We're getting some damage through on each one of these waves. There we go. Can I reach the burrito from down here? No, we're gonna have to come at it from its right. This is not what I thought we were gonna get in a second Hylics game, and I guess the idea that I should be able to tell and guess what might happen in a second Hylics game is probably a little, comes across as a little silly, I think. It's a weird assumption to make. Let's see if we can't burn this guy down real fast. Okay. Is he actually dead? Okay, became a platform. How would we get down to where that burrito is? He temporarily becomes a platform. What does the burrito do? Okay. I was wondering if it was going to restore our health in the game, but no, it just becomes a burrito out in the real world. It is, of course, an arcade machine that has a burrito payout mechanism. As all the best ones do. Alright, so our projectiles consume enemy projectiles, which seems... Oops, that's very clumsy of me. Speaking of clumsy... This whole thing is a total bummer. This little red flying guy is actually really annoying. Does not stay dead for very long once you have indebted him. Also, kind of seems like this might not even work. Yeah, well, I mean, we definitely have to back off and let this guy come over here a little bit. Ah. Alright. There we go. I'm figuring it out eventually. Good time for a checkpoint. I was starting to feel a little insecure. Yeah, I guess down is the only way forward. Ah, I'm having a real hard time getting up to the spawner. Come on. Well, this has been a real pain. So that's just like a free-range missile, just kind of hanging there from what I assume is a missile vine? Not launched by anything in particular, naturally occurring. Alright, I do not know where we are going, but I sure would love to get there. Well, those are just spikes. It feels like a little bit of poor sportsmanship on the part of the level designer, in my opinion. Alright, so if we go... I was trying not to fall all the way down. It seems like... Nope, okay. It seems like the idea is you want to drop out the bottom of that part there and then air jump real fast, so you don't actually fall all the way down. Or maybe you just do this. Go and get yourself a free burrito. I mean, you know, they could be kept warm inside the arcade machine. They wouldn't necessarily have to be gross when they come out. I'm standing too close to actually destroy the projectiles. Okay, so maybe what we should actually do is just go this way. I don't know how we're gonna even know what our goal is when we see it. I hope it will be obvious, but what would an obvious goal even look like here? Insufficient. Okay, those are spikes, but I do want all the coins. Oh, they're not spikes, they're projectiles. That's actually almost as bad. And our normal projectiles are really short range. Oh, okay, shooting that thing really pissed it off. Oh, that's not good. Oh, man. That's going to take us all the way back up to the upper area. I guess it's not so bad if you don't need to explore. If you kind of know what your goal is, you can drop down to your goal fairly quickly, unless you do that and you fail to land the jump. I think that's right, though, right? Like, that's the fastest version, is fall down there and then either successfully air jump or air dash. Yeah, like that. To skip a bunch of the lower area entirely. I would be having a much worse time if the music were worse. Okay, we may as well go back and get the coin now. So... Oh, I really was hoping he would get turned around by the little lip there. Wow. Dude is remarkably tough and clever. I cannot tell what the enemies are going to do at any given moment. Is that the goal? That glowing vase over there? Oh, thank God. Thank God for checkpoint. Okay. It doesn't really look like we can get up over here. I mean, I kind of assumed we were going to have to climb, right? But I guess not. This is just a remarkably huge area for this little minigame. Did anybody else stepping into this, once we comprehended what it was, just sort of assume that it was going to be like a 20 or 30 second thing? So I can't interact with that thing until it spawns, huh? Oh, or maybe that's a permanent spike. It's not one of the missile things at all. Alright. Hold on. We can do this. I want to stop on the thing. This is actually a little bit of a challenge. Okay, and you cannot stop your air dash short, it looks like. All you can do is turn around once the air dash is completed. Well, alright, it's probably going to be a little bit better to actually come at this the way we're supposed to come at this rather than shortcutting it. Alright, wait for that guy to pass. Oh, I hate this. There we are. Okay, there's a button up there. If we press the button in the game, it will be as though we had pressed a button in the real world, presumably. And that will open the thing. I was trying to air dash just through it. Dash. Okay, no, you just actually can't do that. There we go. Nope, this this was not, in fact, the end of the arcade game. It turns out there's even more. Oh, hey, banana. I do love a good banana. Well, that looks significant. Now that I think about it, it's sort of like letting myself just fall right into an Iron Maiden. Oh, okay, that launches this spaceship, and now we gotta play 40 minutes of Galaga? It's weird. Space travel powered entirely by truffid trees. Truffid trees? Truffula trees. Triffids are a different thing. Those aren't Dr. Seuss at all. Although, to be honest, Dr. Seuss on occasion drew a thing that looked like a triffid. It's an easy mistake to make. So wait, did we activate this? Are we good? Let's follow this thing back out because I have no idea how to get back without doing so. Are we? No, I'm in terrible shape. I do in fact need to slap the insects. Okay. Yes, that did allow us to pick up what I'm assuming is the tower key. Hell yeah. Alright. Let's go see what this opens up, and then we'll stop there for the day. This has really been something, huh? You know, what if you just kept building outward from the basic idea of Hylics? Why, obviously this is the thing you would get. What else could it be? Nope, apparently got a little greedy there. Just wait for the fourth bounce. Alright, show me broom closet full of burritos. Oh, these are not, in fact, smashable. Found a paper cup. Alright, that could be exciting. Provided we can find a water cooler to drink from. Oh, interesting. This is what this platform is for. Although it's a two-way falling, I'm not 100% sure I understand the physics of that. But okay, so we've made some good progress today. We killed a guy, we got a bunch of loot. I wish we'd found some better gloves, but you know, perhaps we'll have better luck with that tomorrow. And when you come back next time, tomorrow, that is exactly what we will be looking to do. And we'll see you then.